Chapter 7, The Fallout. You've just rushed back to your office, only to discover Jenny and Addie perched on your desk, getting to know each other a little too well. Oh my god. Anna! This isn't what it looks like. You shirtless? I don't know. You avert your eyes and back towards the door. Good, because it looks like you're putting your job at risk. Do you know how bad this looks? I'm so sorry, Anna. Just get dressed. I can't talk to you like this. You leave the office to find Evan standing outside, waiting with Sophia. You called Sophia. Of course, if you refuse to take the security of this lab seriously, then someone else has to step up. This is the emergency that the CEO of the company had to personally come deal with. Anna has completely lost control of the lab while she was off doing God knows what. I was in a meeting with manufacturing, and the person you left in charge was having a rendezvous with your best friend, a clear violation of lab security protocols. How could you be in charge when you don't even know what's going on? Evan, you're right that it's a security breach, but everything's under control. This is just one incident, and you didn't even give me 5 minutes to address it. This doesn't mean I don't know what's going on. You look at Charles and Kai for support, but they've averted their eyes. Thanks. See, not even your friends think you should be in charge. They didn't say that. They didn't have to. Anna, if you want to be in charge here, you're going to have to be better at managing your employees. But you'll have a chance to prove you still deserve this promotion at the end of the week. I need you to negotiate a contract with Vita Vivo Health Systems on behalf of the lab, and Dalton Russo at large. Vita Vivo, that's the biggest hospital network in the state. If you mess up, I'll demote you all the way down to intern, understood? Understood. Good. Now, I have much more important things to do than referee in inter-office politics, so figure out what's going on. She walks out without another word, and you steel yourself before going back into your office. Jenny and Addie are now fully dressed, and stand awkwardly near your desk. They both look shamefaced. Anna, don't talk. I'm absolutely mortified you saw that. Oh! I'm the least of your worries. Evan made sure the whole lab knows what's going on in here. He even called Sophia down. Oh god, I'll never live this down. Look, Addie, you know we have to talk about this boss to employee. I know. Please let me stay. As your friend, I owe you an explanation. Let Jenny stay and this is... Oh god, no, this is not how employee-boss shit works. But for the purposes of diamond choices that you all know and love, you're right, you owe me an explanation. What do you want to know? Tell me, why you thought it was okay hooking up in my office. It's incredibly inappropriate, not to mention the security issues. Addie, you took advantage of my friendship and put both of our jobs at real risk. I'm so sorry, Anna. We just got caught up in the moment. We only just started seeing each other last week. We went to the gallery opening, and I couldn't stand wondering anymore. And I give a shit about the backstory. They share a look and smile fondly at each other, despite the tension in the room. So, she told me how she felt, and I couldn't lie to her. I told her I felt the same. It's been a whirlwind ever since, stealing whatever time we have together. You feel a pang of sympathy. No, I don't. As you think back to the days of sneaking around Sam. I know what it's like. Maybe that's why it seemed okay to be here, because you know what we're going through? On my desk? Jenny, it's different. Sam and I only put ourselves at risk. I'm not saying we did everything right, but no one got fired because of us. You're right, we're being selfish. You glare at them for a moment longer before letting out another heavy sigh. I can tell you care about each other, and I do want you to be happy. But look, I'm going to tell you what I wish someone had told me when I first started dating Sam. You two should be more careful. Sophia could have fired you, could have fired me, and Evan could tell your wife, Addie. I know you're right. We weren't thinking. So you're not mad? Oh no, I'm still mad. Not mad at the fact you two are together, but I'm still mad. That you're together? No, it's not my place to judge you. I know what it's like to fall in love with someone you shouldn't, which is why I'm telling you to watch your step. They sit quietly, soaking up your advice. You're both adults. I can't control what you do outside of work, but You're also my employee, Addie. I can't look the other way if it's gonna affect the lab. I know, and it absolutely won't happen again. I know it won't. You're fired. No, I'm kidding. Good. But you know I have to file a report with HR, and I'm suspending you without pay for the rest of the week. I understand. Now, if you wouldn't mind, I'm gonna sanitize my desk. Will help. No, that's good. You can still leave. Tension finally starts to dissipate as you wipe down your monitor and keyboard very thoroughly. The next day, you and Sam meet Naya at a fancy restaurant to decide the menu for the wedding. If the food's here anywhere near as nice as the decor, I think we're in for a treat. This place just opened a few months ago, right? I've heard the chef is a culinary darling. Yes, he's catered a few prominent couples, all to rave reviews. Ah, here he is. A young man in a chef's coat emerges from the kitchen and strides towards you, smiling. Chef Martin, this is Sam Dalton and her fiancée, Anna Schuler. Welcome. I'm excited to show you what I've come up with for your menu. I hope you're hungry. He leads you to a table and gestures for you and Sam and Naya to take a seat. I've prepared options for the cocktail hours, starters, and the main course for you to try. And of course, I've had my pastry chef whip up some samples so you can decide on your wedding cake too. I can't wait to try everything. For the cocktail hour, we'll want a full bar, plus non-alcoholic options for the kids. Absolutely, which leaves your signature cocktail. We've prepared a light, refreshing champagne cocktail. He offers you each a champagne flute topped with fresh berries. The fine champagne is complemented by a hint of raspberry, and a more classic bourbon with vermouth, and a grapefruit twist. You accept a rocks glass and sip the bold drink, which immediately warms your stomach. So, romantic champagne or classic bourbon? Keep the grapefruit away from my bourbons, and, tropical drink. It'll suit your tropical venue perfectly. Naya jots down your choice on her tablet. I'm gonna check on the first courses, just give me one moment. I'll join you. I have a few questions for your pastry chef. They head towards the kitchen, leaving you and Sam alone. You idly swirl the drink in the glass, your mind wandering to the drama at the lab. You'll look over to see Sam watching you. You seem distracted, thinking about Jenny and Addie. Yeah, sorry, it's just hard to focus with everything going on. Are you worried about your job or your friends? Both, but mostly about my place in the lab. I know Evan's had it out for me since Sophia gave me his job, but I thought Addie had my back. This made us both look bad. One incident shouldn't outweigh all the good work you've done since taking over the lab. Tell that to Sophia and Evan. Sam wraps an arm around your shoulders and gives you a reassuring squeeze. Everything will be okay, at work and with your friends. I hope so. I can't say I don't understand where they're coming from, though. Sometimes when you're all stressed at work, all you want to do is blow off some steam. I have a big meeting coming up this week, and I could use a distraction, too. True, but I still don't want them doing it on my desk. I'm the only one allowed to have a distraction there. She smirks at you as she lifts her glass to her lips for another sip. On that, you and I are in complete agreement. Hopefully the same will be true for all of the catering choices we're about to make. As you meet her gaze, you're suddenly struck by the strangeness of planning a wedding while Sam is still technically married. Hey, has there been any word from the lawyers about Addison and the marriage certificate? Sam clears her throat, toying with a napkin under her glass. Not yet. It's taking longer than I expected, but I hope you're ready for some appetizers. You're interrupted as Chef Martin and Naya return. The chef sets 2 mouth-watering dishes in front of you, but your thoughts linger on Sam's response. Something's off with her. I hope she's not having second thoughts. I asked Chef Martin to think outside the box for the first course. An unconventional couple deserves an unconventional appetizer. How are we unconventional? Someone explain that to me. We've prepared a beautiful braised octopus with artichoke, or a bright, herby Mediterranean bean salad. Bean salad or octopus? I'm gonna go with Mediterranean, because I don't know about octopus. Not like everyone's gonna look at octopus and be like, I don't know, man, a little extreme. You take a bite carefully to taste it with the sauce and garnishes for the full experience. Definitely not your typical salad course, but I love it. Typical's overrated anyway. You won't be disappointed with your next choice. Next up, at Martin's command, a server brings out the main courses. We have roasted duck with a red wine sauce on creepy polenta, or baked pesto salmon with asparagus. Oh, salmon! You had me at salmon, dude. Dude, you had me at salmon. I ain't even hesitating. Salmon is perfectly cooked. The asparagus flavorful with just the right amount of crunch. Oh, you're a genius, Martin. Seriously. Naya, please make sure we actually have time to eat during the reception. I don't want to miss this. Noted. We'll also be a vegetarian option, of course. But now, let's talk cake. Yes, we've prepared our most popular flavors for you. Okay, I have a question. What's a vegetarian option? We have chocolate, we have strawberry, we have vanilla. Okay, so vanilla icing on vanilla cake. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. Strawberry, I don't know. I've never actually had strawberry cake. And I'm letting this awkward moment sit in with silence. Because I'm sure some of you have, and you're like, oh, what? But then, again, some of you have never drank coffee, so bite me. Chocolate. You know, I love chocolate. Now for the design. My pastry chef mocked a few designs for you. Well, this was quick. You take a look at the pictures of wedding cakes, your attention snagging on two styles. What do you think of those? A classic wedding cake, so pretty, it's pink and white with a gold base. Very elegant. I also like this one. Chic, gorgeous cake. What? It's not a cake, man. It's like 4 halves divided by like a metal thing in the middle with flowers. They're both beautiful choices. You can't go wrong. I'll let her have her cake. I got salmon in the bean salad. And the champagne, technically. I think it fits us, don't you? It's perfect. Then, I think we've got everything. I'm excited to work with you on your big day. Martin, let's talk details before we finalize the contract. We won't be long, you two. No worries. We'll be just finishing off these samples. As you watch the chef and Naya head towards the back, Sam leans over to you. You know, our menu is going to be full of aphrodisiacs, artichoke, asparagus, chocolate. Almost every sample we tasted had one. I mean, only you would know this. I just saw food. I'm serious. All I saw was food. There's no scientific basis for food actually stimulating desire. Actually. A wicked smile spreads across her lips. I bet I can make a believer out of you. Oh no. She leans in to kiss and nip at the base of your neck, her intentions apparent. Here, now. Naya rented out the whole restaurant for us. We can sneak into the kitchen while they finish up in the office. Unless you're too afraid of being proven wrong. Okay. Put her theory to the test. It's true. Coffee actually helps too. That's why I encourage people to drink coffee every day. You know, I can't resist a scientific experiment. You grab her hand and start pulling her towards the kitchen. As soon as the doors swing shut behind you, Sam takes you in her arms. I'm always happy to be your test subject. She kisses you roughly and then breaks away to grab an already open bottle of champagne and pours you each a glass. Just a little something to get us started. Sam raises her drink and you follow suit. To the scientific method. Here. You take a sip, enjoying the effervescence. Sam leans in for a kiss, the tingle of champagne on her lips. Now it's time for the first test. She opens up one of the large refrigerators and searches for a moment, then returns with a bowl of strawberries. Hey, this is her test. This is her test. Well, I thought you were going to prove something to me. You lick your lips and then open your mouth. Sam breathes. Breath hitches as she stares at you. She plucks a strawberry from the bowl and places it between your lips, and then she carefully bites into the other side, her lips brushing against yours over the berry. Delicious. Yes, you are. Not very empirical, though. I think we need another test. I think I just, know just what to try. Sam heads over to one of the prep stations and brings back a bundle of bright red chili peppers. She dangles them between you. Chili peppers get your heart racing and your adrenaline going, stimulating your body. Alright, I'm game for science. How much do you think you can handle? Are we doing this as a dare, or how much can you handle? A whole pepper, bring it on. You know I'm always up for a challenge. She watches you hungrily as you pluck out a pepper. Wrap your lips around it, slowly taking it in all the way to your mouth. When you get to the stem, you bite down, an explosion of heat erupts in your mouth. Oh. Too hot? Nothing I can't handle, but I think it's time for a little audience participation. You capture her lips with yours, letting her feel the heat. When you break apart, you see a flush rising to her cheeks. That pepper's hot, but you put it to shame. You both tamp down on the spice with some champagne. The heat lingers, only making you want her more. I don't know, I'm thinking I want something cold to drink. You lean into her, your lips trailing from her mouth to her jaw, to her neck, in languid kisses. What other tricks do you have up your sleeve, Sam? Her hands roam your body, moving over your thighs, your ass, your back. Just one. She glances at a bowl of tempered chocolate sauce on the prep station. Gives me ideas. You bring the bowl over to the countertop, using a spoon to taste the smooth richness of it. I hope you don't mind getting a little messy, but I promise I'll lick you clean. Huh. Pure desire rages in Sam's eyes. And where would you like to lick that chocolate off? Listen, we're gonna have to go with lips, because it's YouTube. You spread the chocolate over her lips, then lean in to lick and suck it off of her. Oh, that's good. You part her lips, letting her taste the chocolate as your tongues meet. It's incredible. This is how chocolate should always be eaten. It makes me want to taste something else. In a fluid motion, Sam sweeps some kitchen utensils aside and lifts you onto the countertop. Her hands immediately get to work on your clothing, pushing aside only what's necessary to gain access to you. I want to see how fast you can make me... Okay. It was like 30 seconds, but anyway. So, do you admit I was right about aphrodisiacs? I'm still not sure the science backs it, but you definitely got me hot. I think that was the pepper. At the end of the week, it's finally time for your big contract negotiation. Everything needs to go perfectly today, or Sophia will have my head. You're going over your notes when your phone pings with a new message. Speaking of the devil, I hope you're ready for the meeting today. I'm sure I don't need to remind you what's on the line. I've got this. I'd be just prepared, even if my job wasn't at risk. Good. This is your last chance. Then why don't you let me focus on getting ready? Wear something professional so you don't embarrass me. Stop texting me. It's very unprofessional in and of itself. I hate to admit it, but Sophia's right. I'll need every advantage today on this meeting, including my outfit. You set your notes aside and look through your closet, finding a stylish look that you've been saving for just an occasion. Oh yeah, real screams professional. Look, okay? It screams professional. The black, like the revealing shoulders, the showing, like, half of your body. It just screams boss babe. Walk into the room like you've already won. No, walk into the room like you barely just got out of a fling in the bathroom. Oh, whatever. That contract is as good as mine. You take one last look in the mirror before gathering your papers and heading out the door. Later that morning, you arrive at the hospital and head to the reception desk for the administration offices. Hello, you must be Anna Schuler with Dalton Russo. That's me. I'm here for the meeting. And dressed to impress, I see. You're actually the second to arrive. The second? The woman leads you towards the conference room and opens the door to reveal... Anna, what are you doing here? Sam? I'm here to negotiate a contract for work. So am I. Oh. Are we gonna negotiate with one another? That'll be easy. Just kidding. Anyway, without further ado, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Be appreciated. Great way of supporting the channel and making sure that if you are subscribed, to hit that little bell icon. That way you'll receive a notification for when content that you enjoy goes up on the channel. And pretty much with that said, there's also a few links in the description. Feel free to check those out. There's many ways to support the channel as well. Personal little note here at the end. If you guys didn't know, there's a video up on our channel. It's a short. YouTube typically hides those on this channel for whatever reason, so go to the front of the channel, and it should be about 5 new members of our family. Little kitties! You too can see them. I've also been doing some streams, on that top thing right there. Feel free to come over and check out that. Last night we did like a pretty long one actually, and pretty much you get to see all the kitties and what they do. It was actually about 20 hours worth, so you can skim through that, watch it at your own leisure and whatnot. But it was showing off the kitties, the mommy, and I'm thinking about having a kitty cam, basically. Something that you can literally watch the kitties while I sleep, while I'm doing things around the house, and it'll be a constant live thing, so feel free to come check that out. And I plan on updating more content over here on YouTube as well, as always, and showing more of the kitties and whatnot, and more cute little moments and the whole 9 yards. So feel free to check those out. Be very much appreciated. But without further ado, love your beautiful faces. Catch you all later. Peace out.